Climate change is one of the world's biggest threats in the 21st century. Tackling this perilous issue requires a concerted effort to safeguard livelihoods, economic activities, and natural resources. Climate-smart agriculture, or CSA, sustainably increases productivity and resilience, while it simultaneously reduces greenhouse gases and advances the achievement of national food security and development goals.
When we talk climate change, this is one sector that is most affected by climate change. So we should make no apologies to try and be advocates and convince everybody that unless we go smart on the way we produce our food, we will all perish. So it is our responsibility to make sure that we adapt to climate change, but also that we mitigate and reduce the emissions that come from agriculture.
FANRPAN continues to make efforts to advance climate-smart agriculture in Africa. To this end, the network is involved in various research projects to generate evidence on CSA initiatives. The researchers involved in these initiatives had the opportunity to report on their findings at the FANRPAN CSA Regional Conference, Pretoria, South Africa.
The overall objective of the project was to enhance the capacity of policy analysis and the capacity of scientists in the field of agriculture, climate and social economics to collectively build a strong base for evidence on cropping systems to inform adaptation policies and estimate decision.
Lengubonile ngekushintsha kwesimo selitulu kube ngukuthi nyalo litulu alisani ngesikhathi noma selina nyalo kwanza ukuthi lina ngelilaka linetikhukhula linetangcotho noma lingana emasimini ukhanza ukuthi linile namuhla kodwa lingabalela sekuphinze kushile lokusho ukuthi alisafanani vele naleli tulu lesilatiko sisakhula kangaka bokuthi nje inyalo asisathi nethi kumele silimenini nyalo nje nguMarch ngabe sisadla umbila kumnanzi kunemibhidlo kunako konke kepha ngithi litulu liyashintsha nyalo sekude sesibulawa indlala kanti sithi kusehlobo.
When they did this cost-benefit analysis of climate change, it was noted that really maize, which is the crop which is mainly grown there, in the next future is not going to be really viable. So now we're looking at different options.
Mina kulimeni ngekonga kungisidile kakhulu esimeni selilanga ukuthi vele liyashisa alikhona ukona kahle ngoba khonile ukuthi ngihlanyele lo mbila bese selamkhathisini sengifaka le dihlumaya sengibisa lo tshani lithi ke noma selinile lemvula seyihambile ngalokhu sila ngaphasi kuna le dihlumaya nalo tshani bese kulala umswakama kwanza ukuthi lo mbila awukhona ukuzonda ukuthi tawu affectwa ngelanga utawuchubeka nje ube ngcono yebo kona sima sikabi kahle njenge kubuka kwethu.
At the core of all of this, particularly from my perspective, is also understanding, even with policy and with legislation, what's not working. So what do we need to do better to make the connections between gender and climate smart agriculture and broadly some of the inequalities issues that Myron related, and how do we make them active in policy rather than just standing at this level?
At the Gala Awards dinner, Dr. Roberts and Dr. Gebre Christos were honored for their excellent research on climate-smart agriculture.
My job is really to figure out how a city will respond to climate change unless we turn African cities into viable climate-adapted institutions. You know, we're literally putting our species at risk.
Yeah, my research is about climate change, and it is about understanding climate change, past climate history, using trees. This is actually innovative in a way, because in Africa we don't have long-term climate data, but we have trees. We can use them to understand climate variability and the impact of climate change.
So halala everybody, halala FANRPAN, halala all the dignitaries.
FANRPAN hosts national and regional multi-stakeholder platforms where it shares best practices, and it provides training on how to communicate and influence policy.
Right now, the time, I guess, is about 20 minutes past 9. But I can assure you, you can go anywhere, to any corner, nook and corner of this country. You will find the youth comfortably supporting the walls of shops that don't need support. So this is a very important occasion. We do need to get the youth involved, especially in farming.
One of these efforts is its innovative Theatre for Policy Advocacy initiative.
We have students that we are sponsoring, particularly on the Climate Smart Agriculture Initiative. And this is exciting. For us, this is the investment in the future generation. Let's start with them at university, but they are linked regionally. So with this year, we're funding this project, the climate change one, 9 students in Lesotho, Swaziland, and Malawi.
Here in Lesotho, we are very grateful to have these NGOs. They gave us vouchers for seeds and fertilizers.
If they give me vouchers for seeds and fertilizers, what will I do with them while I don't even have a good piece of land?
Dr. Lindiwe came, I think it's 2 days before the performance. And then we sat down. She made sure we unpack everything, we understand every little detail of this.
What is climate smart agriculture?
I would say it's the kind of agriculture that is able to withstand the changes that come with climate change.
Climate change is the changing climate, temperatures, air temperatures, rainfall patterns. Say, for example, a period of 10 years. Yes. Am I making myself clear?
Yes.
Exactly. Excuse me, just refer to me as Professor, please. Professor. Yes, Professor Miti, that's me.
The use of theatre for policy advocacy in terms of communication too, it's actually easier to relate with people in that they'll be at the same time entertained as well as getting the information, because they'll be able to remember the information according to the way the characters are played. So in that way, it's more effective and efficient way of actually disseminating information.
For FANRPAN and the approach that they brought to us was very, very critical in relation to bringing policymakers, speaking to people who make the decision. So we're really excited when they came on board, and we really saw that this is a new addition to how we've been doing our theatre.
You see, we have to thank God for scientists. Yeah? They have developed models that are referred to as GCM.
GC what?
It actually showed me that performance can be used as a methodology to raise awareness on climate change.
In Theatre for Development, we actually use theatre as a tool to facilitate development. And I'm going to write my PhD proposal on climate change communication. So FANRPAN has recruited a climate change specialist in me.
Hi, Professor. Even livestock. Gahle, Professor. Phela eMaswati have been keeping livestock for donkey years.
So the issue of environment is not only an issue that is a preoccupation of those in sciences, but also of those in arts.
I can see that cloud in the sky. It's a sign that the rain is about to come.
It really helps educating people in the communities, like ordinary men. It caters for all literate and illiterate people.
It is confusing for me. There's too much use of big words at the moment. Climate change, global warming. And you know what? With this new development, we are required to do more work. If our reward system remains the same.
I was not that interested in agriculture. I thought it was really boring. And so I thought it's strict and it's formal and it's agriculture, it's soil, it's dirt, but it turned out to be something completely different, and I've gained so much knowledge, and I'm really, really grateful to FANRPAN.
Our goal, I think, what I've seen from this TPA is that we want to have Africa free from poverty, which also Africa which is food secure.
Agriculture is the way to go. And from now onwards, I'm only working on agriculture pieces. Even when I'm home with my kids, we talk vegetables, we talk garden, that's my life now. And that's my future for now.
You know now, I want to be a climate smart farmer. Yay! They say if we practice that one, we will say goodbye to poverty and hello to good yields. That for me is being smart.
Climate change is real. It's real.
By actively facilitating linkages and partnerships between governments and civil society, building the capacity for policy analysis and policy dialogue, as well as supporting demand-driven policy research and analysis, FANRPAN is effectively influencing and affecting verifiable change in Africa.
It's real. It's real.